Good morning, everyone. This is Larry Brown. Uh, Several of you have been asking me about how to make the ads that I've been making, so I thought I would try to demonstrate that in the video this morning. Really not very hard. First thing you're going to need is a word processor. I use Microsoft Word, but you could use any word processor you're familiar with. Second program I use is a program called Jing, Jing. It's simply a screen capture program where you can capture any part of a screen. And I'll show you how to use that in a minute. Well, I have already actually prepared an ad and going to try to get it to fit in this area here that you see in the front. First thing I do is I go to the File menu and I click on the Page Setup button. And depending on which side of the page I want to use, I usually use the right-hand side for some reason, just force of habit. I set the left margin off to whatever I think that left margin is going to need to be. In this case, I set the left margin off at 3, and you can see that brought it over to here. Uh, I actually have the other components stored differently than I would have them if I were actually doing this from scratch. I'd have to go to the file to get these, but I didn't want to take a lot of time this morning. And so I'm going just to simply copy and paste. And the first thing I'm bringing in is my artwork. And so we come back over here. I've got the artwork on my clipboard. And hopefully when I press Control V, it's going to appear on the screen. And I'll bring it up here. I really would like to have resized it and made it a little bit smaller. But the problem with that is that this print down at the bottom would be too small if I did that. So, and the tricky part is getting everything to stay formatted the way you want it formatted. We'll go back and I'm going to actually copy and paste the text in here, and I'm hoping that that's going to work well for me. Uh, and so I come up here and I'm going to press Control V, and you're going to see that it didn't work as well as I wanted it to work. But we're going to go back up here to the top, and actually that's not exactly the way I want it. I wanted this across the top, and I'm going to get rid of that right now because I'm not going to need it anymore. Um, that's basically the way I want to add the look. Don't see any changes that I really want to make in it now. And so now I come back up to the top, and I just mouse over the little sun that the Jing program is in. Click on the capture button, and you see these um, the crosshair appear on the screen, and you set it where you think you want the upper left corner to be. Bring it down here, and may not have that exactly right, but anyway. And then down at the bottom here, you've got some little icons, and the one says capture image, and I just click on capture image, and now there's actually my ad. And I usually just use real long um, file names because that helps me to remember them. And I'll just type this stress reduction kit ad. And then the second option here is to save. And so I'll save it. And it comes up here, and it's going to put it in my folder that I use. I click save. And ladies and gentlemen, you've got an ad. I'm going to close out my Microsoft Word and bring you back to my screen, and we ought to be able to hopefully find our ad here. documents recently changed, stress reduction kit PNG. Come on, open up for me. And voila, you've got an ad that you can place wherever you want to put it. And that's all there is to making these PNG ads.